Coming to you live from Hong Kong, you're back watching Newsstream. And here in Hong Kong, the relationship with mainland China is sometimes strained. Now, Hong Kong is a special administrative region of China and operates as an autonomous territory from the mainland. Just 1 week ago, thousands of people packed a Hong Kong park to hold a candlelight vigil on the 25th anniversary of China's Tiananmen Square crackdown. And yesterday, in a move sure to add fuel to the fire, China issued a stern warning to Hong Kong. This quote is taken from the so-called white paper released by Beijing. It says, quote, "The high degree of autonomy of the HKSAR is not an inherent power, but one that comes solely from authorization by the central leadership." Joining me now for more on what else was in the white paper that was released is our political commentator who joins us often at CNN, Frank Ching. Frank, good to see you back here.
Good to see you.
You flipped through and read this white paper that
Yes,
was issued by the China State Council. What's your read?
I think it's clearly a warning to Hong Kong not to go too far. And in particular, there was one line in there that talked about the right of the central government to declare a state of emergency in Hong Kong. I don't think they had ever said that before. If they declare a state of emergency, it means that the People's Liberation Army can come in and take over the job of the Hong Kong police. I think that would be the end of Hong Kong as we know it today.
Why did Beijing feel compelled to release this white paper now?
I think it's been building up. It's not just this thing or that thing, but over the last several years, a number of things have happened in Hong Kong. Protesters have been waving the British colonial flag, and that is like waving a red rag in front of a bull. And people in Hong Kong have been calling people from the mainland locusts, and saying that there's no room in Hong Kong left for them, or the mainlanders are here. So I think that there has been a lot of tension between people, Hong Kong people and mainlanders. And the Hong Kong government is caught in the middle, as it were. And they have had to do certain things like limit milk powder, export of milk powder to 2 cans each for a mainlander coming through Hong Kong.
Yeah, so many factors have been building up and leading up to the release of this white paper. And when the white paper was released, it was interesting. It wasn't just released in Chinese and in English. It was released in multiple languages.
Yes.
So was this a message not just to Hong Kong from Beijing, but to the world?
That's right. It's like the previous white papers on Taiwan, all in different languages. And I think in this current white paper on Hong Kong, they are warning foreign countries not to use Hong Kong as a base for subversion and not to interfere in China's internal affairs through Hong Kong. And in particular, I think that they feel that Western countries have been egging Hong Kong's Democrats on to have universal suffrage elections in 2017 and supporting what they call genuine universal suffrage. That is, that they reject China's model of universal suffrage elections. So I think the Chinese government feels that foreign governments should not be doing these things.
So how will the people of Hong Kong react? Earlier today, I saw a photograph of a protester who is holding a roll of toilet paper, basically saying this is what he and she, both of them together, think of Beijing's so-called white paper. How many people in Hong Kong share that point of view, share that disdain? And is that disdain going to come to the fore when the annual July 1st protest comes around in Hong Kong?
Well, I think that this white paper may have the effect of getting the various democratic groups in Hong Kong to join forces. They're pretty splintered right now. But if China puts pressure on them, they may unite in order to work against China. But I also think that one effect of the white paper is that it erodes the power of the Hong Kong government. I mean, if the central government says, I have authority in my hands, it's got to be taking that authority away from the Hong Kong government's hands. And that's not good for the Hong Kong government. All
right, we're going to have to wrap it up there. But I know earlier you were talking about mentioning to me you believe this is a miscalculation on Beijing's part, right?
I think it will have adverse effects, negative effects.
Okay, we'll see that adverse effect coming to the fore. Frank Ching, political commentator, thank you once again for joining us here on Newsstream. Take care.
Thank you.